Good morning from Sacred Space at Titania's Realm. It's the 27th of April 2024 and the time is 10:16 a.m. It's a beautiful day outside. We've been out in the garden, Charlie and I, but she got beaten up by that butcher bird that was wanting to attack the magpie yesterday. So I'm not happy about that because the wild birds don't usually attack Charlie. So she was up the tree and the bird was, pecking at her. And boy, did she climb down that tree like grease lightning, came straight to Mama, didn't you? Because you know you're safe with the Mama. Love you. So I shook the branches a bit to chase off the butcher bird to get him away from her while she was climbing down. And the cheeky bugger sat up high on a branch after Charlie landed back on my shoulder and sang a song of his people of triumph. And it was kind of delightful, even though it was a nasty bird. I thought, oh well, if you want to beat up my birdie and then sing the song of your people, what am I going to do about that? But it was kind of it was kind of cute, even though Charlie was a little bit under threat. I hope he doesn't continuously start attacking her because she has free range in the garden. I don't want her to be attacked by the wild birds. None of the other birds attack her. So I don't know what's wrong with that bird. Maybe it has a nest somewhere and it's being territorial or whatever. But anyway. No sign of the magpie that was visiting me in yesterday's video. No sign of that bird today, but I'm still astonished by it, quite frankly. It was such a tame, sweet little bird sitting at my feet. So anyway, as I said, it's a lovely day. I woke up at 8 o'clock and I'm still rather tired, but I got up 4 times during the night last night, which is a lot, and then I got up at 8 a.m. and man, I'm producing so much volumes of, urine, even though I stopped drinking after 7. It's a bit astonishing. So it's no wonder I'm literally wrung out like an old sponge and I'm tired, but anyway, it is what it is. My body is fighting to create, even creating its own excess urine. It's like nuts. Anyway, life goes on, people, fighting the good fight. There's that cheeky butcher bird again. Oh well. So we continue on with today's readings of Even Date. And I titled it A Whole Lot of Love. So I must have been feeling a bit romantic that day. And the cover photo for my vocal media story of today's date is of this rather handsome young man swinging from a lamppost. Delightful. The song Lily Marlene comes to mind. If you Google it, you'll know what I mean by Lily Marlene. There's the German version sung by Marlene Dietrich and the English version sung by, I think, Vera Lynn. But very sweet. Mama T's feeling a bit juiced up and revivified when I think about sweet romance. Sweet romances that don't manifest in my real life because it is what it is. Yes, my darling Charlie. I'm just going to edit this because I need to put today's date in April 2024. Where did that go? Oh dear goddess, where did that even go? I've typed it in somewhere else. You know, oh, of course, the keyboard on my laptop doesn't work. I keep forgetting that. I think I'm losing my mind, people. I know the keyboard on my laptop doesn't work, and yet I keep struggling with it like an idiot. It's getting a bit weird, but I am tired. I am in a perpetual state of exhaustion. Oh. Anyway, let me just bear with me a moment. I gotta fix this. It's grinding my gears. No. Let's go back now. Be great if Vocal Media would fix their computer system so that you could just update the year, but I guess it's too complicated for them to do, or too expensive to hire someone to do it, or I don't know, but it's making my life very difficult. Anyway, save and publish. Here we go, my darlings. Are we ready? Are we ready to throw ourselves into Titania's realm, or Psychedelic Dreamers world, or the life of the Tanya as we know it? 27th of April 2023, 1 year ago. My goodness, a lot has happened since then. I spent the day drilling holes in my gumnut pendants and sanding the back of Yoda. I also drilled a hole in his bail. I am exhausted but content. I cooked a lovely dinner: vegetables, stir fry and potatoes, chicken drumsticks, and a parsnip cooked in my air fryer. I hate parsnips. It had no flavour. I write here it tasted delicious, but the parsnip, nah, not so much. It tasted delicious. I put ginger, lime juice, honey and teriyaki sauce in for flavouring. A good day, which reminds me I need to buy some more teriyaki sauce. 2:11 a.m. Well, I've worked myself into a frenzy for the past 6 days. Pardon me. So tonight, I can't sleep. I got out of bed and ate leftover dinner, which I had cooked at 4 p.m. It was my only meal yesterday, so this hobbit woman must have been hungry. Nervous energy, insomnia, weird high from the excitement of being able to bezel set now. I am glad I got up and ate a middle of the night meal, as I got advice on how to sand the stones which I marred and chipped from a man who does lapidary work. I explained I don't want to remove the stones unless I absolutely have to because, ugh. So he told me what grit diamond paper, that needs to be fixed. What grit diamond paper to buy. Hang on. Back to quick edit. Bejesus. What grit diamond paper. Oh, you have to laugh. To buy and where to source it on eBay. Phew. I ordered it right away, as it was actually cheaper than the other company I had originally looked at. So it was so wonderful getting advice from other jewelers, even though it was kind of the middle of the night, which was a bit weird. He must have been up late working on a project too, that man. But anyway, it was it was very good advice, so I was grateful for that. So hopefully the sanding papers arrive fairly soon so I can attain perfection or close to it. I'm trying to figure out where all this excess energy and motivation and general zest for jewellery making has suddenly come from. But then I did put a prayer out recently for extra help with resources for healing of my mind, body and spirit. So here it is. It's quite amazing how quickly things manifest when I combine my prayers with my iron will and determination, then put it all into action by working so very hard. Grateful that even though I have been a bit unwell with my ears, eustachian tube issues, my gut and my arthritis, that I have pushed, actually that's very bad grammar there, that's not okay, no, Tanya Aarons, that I have pushed myself through all of that ickiness to create. Old me used to just lay down to die and never dreamed of having this much psycho energy. Who would have thought that in old age I would revivify myself? I guess when I was a young woman I had the added difficulties and burden. I mean, it was not a burden in a bad way, but it was just an added, necessity of life raising young children. So getting them to school every day, even though I was so depressed at times I didn't want to get out of bed. And I didn't have any support in those days when I had that massive breakdown in 1996. No one offered to drive my children to school or pick them up, and it was a 40-minute round trip twice a day from, my mother's place when I was living with her. Jesus. And in 1996, all the way from Wellington Point all the way to Burbank and back twice a day. I had to do that for the whole 3 weeks of a massive breakdown. I don't know how I did it. I just did it on autopilot. It was even that was an astonishing feat because I should have been in hospital. I was that ill. But again, no one supported me and had to just somehow get us through, which I did. Eventually I snapped out of it, but I think that was the most fragile time of my life at that point in time, having to carry on getting my children to and from school when I was absolutely out of my mind, almost out of my body as well, to be honest. Anyway, now my kids hate me, so all that effort was wasted. I could scream for hours and hours and hours when I think about it, but why feed into that hell loop of energy? Enough has been taken from me in this life, so I just square my shoulders, carry on. I'll be dancing wildly tonight. I didn't go out last night, so I could conserve energy for tonight, and I'm looking forward to a nice night out, couple of drinky poos and my wild dance. Anyway, I continue reading. Especially given the life stressors the entire planet is labouring under at the moment. Or rather for the past 4 years. I have done well, not just to survive, but to thrive in my silly, nonsensical ways. I'm looking forward like a very small child to whatever surprises, blessings, magic the gods have in store for me. I feel very contented and connected to the Holy One, in all manifestations right now. But I must attempt sleep as Rati is coming to clean in the morning, so I need to be rested when she gets here. Otherwise, I drive her mad with my mad ramblings. Lila Tov, good night, sending love and happiness to all. Kiss, kiss, kiss. 27th of April, 2019. I'm just watching my neighbour Rob. He brings the lawnmower at the back of his house up the street and up into Topaz and then down the street to mow his front verge. I kind of have to laugh. In 2018, another fight with AGL, but hopefully the problems are being fixed. I'm quite undone. Gonna lie in bed today. Mama T needs to rest. Well, I'll be the AGL manager I spoke to today. Let me just put that in. Sometimes I abbreviate. I spoke to today actually had integrity and kept his word. I think I have the vapors. The vapors is what Victorian women had when their corsets were too tight and it was too hot. They would literally have what they called the vapors, which is an inability to breathe, and they'd faint, right? Hypoxia. We specialise well in hypoxia these days. Mama T's permanently got the vapors. Oh, you have to laugh. It's funny, but it's not actually funny. Here I posted an article, 10 signs you are a powerful woman who shines above the rest. And I wrote, thank you, Facebook algorithms, but it truly is not all about me. You have to laugh. I just was greatly amused by the synchronicity of that article being sent to me. Here I write, this is 2018 still, or is it? Let me just double check. Yes, indeed it is. Got Led Zeppelin in my ears, chicken tagine on the stove, a very confused dog. Oh, and the tagine just boiled over. Shit. Also, Socks is no rock cat. He asked to go outside as soon as the music came on. Like all my men, he can't handle a whole lot of love. Meanwhile, tagine is still overflowing. Metaphor for my life, really. Might as well go rescue that tragic tagine. Copyright the Tanya, aka Tanya Desiree Aarons, of the former Boychik Aaronchicks, spelt the correct way, with 2 A's, CZYKS. Oh, I was trying to be so cute there. But what's in a name, babies? What is wrong with this picture? I ate half of my meal with 1 fork until I decided I needed to cut some meat off and suddenly realised I had another fork. How forking weird is that? Welcome to the Psychedelic Dreamers Dementia Ward. As my dearly deceased dad, well, I wouldn't call him dearly, I was being sarcastic there, can you tell? Would have said, don't worry, sweetheart, just put your foot on it and growl. Unhelpful life school example of bad parenting, number 2 million and whatever. Daddy, take Quentin Crisp's erudite, trite style and Roberta's I am God, insanity is a blessing. Drag with you. sacred space is a zombie-free, dead shit, dickhead, free zone. God zone in Brisbania. Indeed it is. Here's the photo. I couldn't help laughing at myself. Of my dinner with 2 forks instead of a fork and knife. Oh, I live in abject terror of getting Alzheimer's or dementia, and so when I do little things like that, and I think, fuck, I'm fucked, I'm fucking fucked, and I kind of have a moment of panic. Then I have to remember it's probably just sleep apnea and exhaustion. Am I right? When my brain's synapsing, it's really synapsing. Charlie's get out of my tea. Oh, such a weird little bird. No, I don't want you in my cup of tea. It's not kosher. Watching The Handmaid's Tale Season 2, praise be, reminds me of my previous bullshit existence, i.e. triggered. Magic happens, babies, always and forever. It happens. Love and light. Shabbat shalom. God is great. Amen. Selah. I do need to seriously think about a new vacuum. Mine is 23 years old and fading fast. Laughing out loud. It's getting very hot in here, Charlie. I need to open the door. Mama's feeling quite warm. Today has been intensely emotional, magical and expansive. I burst some bubble and hit a wall, had a minor victory, then went a little crazy on a forum. Funny, but crazy. It's been real. Love and light, you all. Lila Tov. That's Hebrew for good night. Even though I am a heathenish crone, alone on my throne, with my dog and his bone, and my ever-silent iPhone, and my longing to go home to a place I never belonged, so that is my trope and monotone. Sleep well and dream the psychedelic dreamer's dream. Just show you, madam, bossing me. Yes, happily sitting up there on her perch. It's not really her perch, but she's claimed it as her perch. It's a bit like how Mama T claims spots in clubs and pubs, am I right? We like to have our safe space. 27th of April 2017. I just watched Blue Jay, a gorgeous movie, very emotional. Before that I watched Adoration, which was also excellent. I now need a drink and a wild night out, but that will have to wait. I might just go to sleep early. My emotions have been intense today. Time has slipped through my fingers and ships have sailed without me, and that is my life as I know it. 2 weeks of health after the sciatic pain ended. Now a hacking bronchitis and/or asthma. I am utterly furious. My teeth have been feeling sensitive again too. I cannot go on like this much longer. I have been constantly sick for months now. Plus, winter is coming. I had a lousy summer, being in agonized pain with my teeth. Now another bout of crap impending. I think that needs a comma and that needs a comma. I have started on Ventolin and Seretide as I am spiralling under. Hopefully I can stop it in time. And my friend Julie Goddard wrote, have you saged your home lately? And I replied, yes, when I came home from scattering my creep father's ashes on King Island. And she asked, did you cleanse yourself also? And I replied, yup, sure did. And then I replied to my cousin who asked who Julie Goddard was. I said, no, cuz, lol, another Goddard, but a true friend who came to save me in a very dark time of my life at my suicide attempt. So you know, the Goddard might be kin after all. And then I replied to Julie, Constance, Connie, Goddard, Huxford was Megan and my grandmother. Then I posted a photo of me with my grandmother and I wrote, what is it about postmenopausal women and the colour puce, which is, I've never liked that colour. If you see me wearing puce, I'm either dead, demented, or some other things happen to me. It's not my colour, nor is khaki, nor is beige, although my daughter bought me a lovely beige bag that is exactly like my turquoise blue Shea Manet bag, but it's beige. But I'm going to have to start using it because I need to clean my turquoise blue bag and it's kind of wearing out. I'm not even fond of beige to use as handbags or shoes really. But anyway, it's brand new, it's a gift from my daughter and I need to start using it, but it's not really a colour I would buy for myself, just saying. But anyway, it was a lovely gift and she meant well. But yeah, anyway. But you will never ever see me wear khaki or puce. I might wear beige occasionally, but I've even got some lovely beige high-heeled boots. But I'm not fond of it. I don't do much. I mean, this dress is orange, and also orange is the colour I never really wear. But you know, I sort of look okay in it. But yeah, I usually prefer reds, purples, pinks, you know, pastels, and greens. I'm funny with green. It has to be, you know, like a lovely bright coloured green too. It's not many greens I can wear either. I like turquoise colour though. I'm very fussy about colour. And it was funny at Elsa's funeral, my friend Elsa, who passed away at 94, her daughter mentioned that her mother had definite ideas about colour. But Elsa she was the opposite of me. She loved khakis and browns, and I think she had also wore puce. Kind of looked good on her though. She was what do they call it? A winter or a summer? Not sure. But anyway, it looked good on her. But she only ever wore earth tone colours. Pardon me. And I'm the opposite. Complete opposite. But we were great friends. Anyway. There's my grandmother and I. It's very cute. She was a cantankerous, nasty old biddy though, so didn't spend much time in her company. And I wrote here, she had a hard life raising 7 boys born every year and an itinerant husband. Well, my pop wasn't technically itinerant. He just used to bugger off when the boys were grown up. He'd go looking for gold all over New Zealand, all the way down in the South Island, and he'd make his way back and he'd arrive at our place in Island Bay in Wellington and, you know, live with us for a few months. And then he'd travel all the way back up to Auckland to be again with my grandmother. So he was itinerant, but not really, because he had a home. He just had the wandering lust that all the Phillips lines seem to have. I wrote here, I have had a hard life too, for vastly different reasons. Laughing out loud. And my friend that I knew from Pal Talk days, Dove Light, wrote, feel better, Tanya. There is a rainbow out there somewhere for you, but bad hurting teeth can impact health greatly. It is frustrating, I know, being ill. Hugs. Just looking at her profile photo. She's lost a lot of weight, an awful lot of weight. That might be an old photo and I don't know what she looks like now because we haven't been in contact for quite some time. Anyway, good old Pal Talk days. 27th of April 2016. Hello? Hello, hello? Can you hear the lorikeets outside? I can. Do you want to go outside and get beaten up again? Yes, it sounded like she said Bobo. Did you say Bobo? Bobo's in Valhalla, Charlie. Does sound like Bobo, doesn't it? Bobo? Where's our Bobo? I love you. I can hear them. Lawnmower guy coming Friday. Yeah, okay, better show up. Mine didn't show up yesterday and Friday morning. I was supposed to. So I'm told he's going to turn up on Sunday. I'm getting really angry about the constant being jerked around. It's not good. And no communication. That really grinds my gears. You know, at least communicate and say I can't make it today, I'll be here on Sunday. No, I had to chase him down through the caseworker, who's a very sweet, gentle soul. She really is. But she's not bolshy enough with him. Fatima used to rip him a new asshole and bang, he'd be here like a shot. But anyway, she's a very sweet girl, and why should she change? Let her continuously be sweet. 28th of April 2014. Last night I went out with that ignoble, treacherous, foul-smelling fuckfest of a creature this was back when we were friends, mind you. Awful. What she and Dave did to me was beyond awful, but anyway. Let the shits flow where they belong, in their swamp where they belong, am I right? Last night I went out with Creature to the Alfred and Constance nightclub. We had dinner with her awesome friends. They were lovely friends she had. They were all gay, but they were lovely men, and I did enjoy their company. Then we all went on to the Elephant and danced wildly till 3 a.m. Boy, were our feet sore. I took my stockings off and my red shoes, and Creature took off her beautiful silver glitter shoes, and we walked to her car barefoot, which helped soothe my foot pads by stretching the muscles. We were a funny odd sight in the valley, that means the Fortitude Valley, all glammed up and barefoot. I have taught Creature to do this also, as it's so painful, and really by the end of the night, looking glamorous on stilettos, it's enough already. We stopped off at KFC, that's Kentucky Fried Chicken, for our late night feast before driving home. I remember this well. We chatted to a policeman on overtime duty there. He asked us a lot of questions, so I teased him by saying, name, rank and serial number, officer. He blushed, then told me He loved cheesecake. I said, "Unfortunately for you, officer, I make a hellishly good cheesecake, but I rarely cook, so you miss out. Also, your wife might not approve." And I burst into giggles. He was a nice bloke, actually. It was a bit random about him mentioning cheesecake, though. Anyway, he was a nice bloke, actually. He observed we both had tattoos and were both wearing red, and chatted amicably while I fed some of our chicken to one of the neighbourhood cats slinking by. So typical of me to focus on the cats or dogs in the vicinity rather than the humans. I bent over to feed the cat, and when I stood up and turned around, I noticed the cop was checking out my posterior, even though my 1950s dress goes to below my knees. I had a chuckle to myself. Men never stop. Then we drove home, and I stayed over at Creatures as I was fairly exhausted. She didn't wake me at 1 p.m. when she left the house, so I woke up at almost 4 p.m. It was very sweet of her to let me sleep, as I need a lot of sleep, especially after the physicality of dancing. Then I rushed home to feed the cats, who all gave me a good bollocking for being gone so long, and I fed the chooks, who were entertaining the damn scrub turkey. So I chased her away, then went inside, made a nice cup of tea, then rang Jared, so we went to look around Bunnings and had some dinner at Magical Rice, and while there, I got a call from Crystal, then Sally, to say Rachel was waiting at my house to see their cats. So I came right home, and Rachel and I were amused to see Socks give her the cold shoulder for a while, but really he and Sophie were happy to see her. He is such a man. He insisted on being outside and saw her off at the car. Very sweet, really. 27th of April 2013. Back to reality with a bang. It was an inspiring few days. More material for my stand-up comedy when I decide to turn my fucked up travesty of a life into a money spinner. Well, that never happened, did it, darlings? Never mind. 27th of April 2011. Disclaimer. Alcohol is not featured in any of my former status updates or proclamations today. I can't guarantee about the future, though. If I seem drunk or out of my mind, well, so be it. Life is not a dress rehearsal. I'm saying it how it is, so handle it, laughing out loud. And my friend Missy Wilkes wrote, like all things in life, bottoms up. That seems creepy now, laughing out loud. Sorry, ha ha. Like I say, got lemons? Make lemonade. Like Mum says, just a spoonful of sugar, laughing my ass off. Can't say you haven't heard us say that. And I replied, your mum is very wise and sensible. I love that song from Mary Poppins. And a spoonful of sugar makes almost everything palatable, but chocolate is better. 27th of April 2009. Been trying to think of songs to play at my Viking funeral. There's no hurry. But I want to say in what they play to send me off with. So far, I've decided on Both Sides Now by Joni Mitchell. No, do not sing her music. Do not play her music at my funeral. She was a celebrity shiller for the You Know What program, and she's a monster. She's single-handedly, responsible for the deaths of many, many, many thousands of people across the globe. I won't be playing her music at my funeral, and if you do, I'll fucking haunt you. And I loved that song. I played it at my mother's funeral. So there is that. Memories by Barbara Streisand, another one I don't want to acknowledge for similar reasons. Her attitude to victims of child sexual abuse, for example, another fucking monster. And Turn, Turn, Turn by the Byrds. Guess that's the only song left to play because I don't think I have any issues with the Byrds as far as I know. And here I write, oh, and my favourite, Windmills of Your Mind by either Sting or Dusty Springfield, and maybe The First Time Ever I Saw Your Face by Roberta Flack, which was a song my father used to sing to me a lot when I was a child. Sentimental and sweet, a man incapable and unwilling to protect me, mind you. So, no, we won't be aggrandising that either. Fuck that shit. So what songs have I got left with for my funeral? Windmills of Your Mind and Turn, 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 which is about Ecclesiastes. There is a season and a time to be born and a time to die and blah-de-blah-de-blah. More sentimentality than you can throw a stick at. But that's what funerals are kind of for, innit? Sentimentality. Hopefully authentic sentimentality too. People there that actually do love you. Oops. Just read the lyrics for the Sex Pistols version of I Did It My Way and sigh. I don't think it's suitable for my funeral. So I guess I'll have to be good and stick with Frank. Update 2022. Laughing out loud. So cute. The Tanya still hasn't died. Yet it's getting a little, it's getting a little weird. And 2024, it's getting even weirder. But I'm still hanging on here, even by a thread, kids. It's kind of astonishing. And here I write, there's nothing on my mind. It's all Swiss cheese and inner space. And on that note, thus concludes today's readings of Even Date. And it's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day for the birdies, isn't it, Charlie? Yes? Might take you back out in the garden. Do you want to go back out in the garden, Charlie? With the mama? Shall we go and see what that butcher bird's doing? Give her grief back? Oh, what are you ducking and diving from? Did you see yourself in the camera and thought it was a nasty bird coming to get you? All the crows are very busy today in the trees gathering things for their nests. All the birdies are very busy, Charlie. It's secret birdie business. Yes, I know. Well, anyway, on that note, beautiful people of planet Earth and other interdimensional entities and who knows, maybe other planets, wherever our energetic messages bounce off satellites out into dimensions and other planetary receivers. I can't even think of the words today. I really am tired. Anyway, wherever you find us, stay healthy, stay joyous, stay wild, stay free, stay in love with your planet wherever you exist. Stay in love with your tribe, if you have a loving tribe that support you. Stay in love with, the more noble, more creative, more beautiful aspects of humanity. Like I said, some of them went rancid during the COVID epoch, and I can never love them again. Traitors to their own physiology. It is what it is, though, and they owe us all an apology, actually, but you'll never get one because they're the elite that want the planet all for themselves, Depopulation, it's just beyond evil. But anyway, the skies are blue, my heart is red, my eyes are blue, schmotzy, schmotzy, schmotzy poo, my lips are blue, or a wilder shade of purple, and I'm alive against all the odds because I'm a powerful spirit, and the few people who do love me fight to keep me here, even sometimes against my own will, but it is what it is. And I have a beautiful birdie who loves her mama very, very much, and life is good, so cleave to it, enjoy it, rest every moment out of it, and love you, true beloveds. I'll be dancing wildly tonight, but I'm going to have a rest beforehand because I'm still a bit tired, people. And honour your walk on planet Earth and stay free. God's bless. From Tanya Aarons at Titania's Realm Sacred Space.